Welcome to another round robin of the Richard and Divine For Fun Tournament. This match is going to be Asura Rage versus the Board of Education. I'm Swistic.
I'm foolish.
And let's hop into it. So let's hit play in 3, 2, 1, go. On the dusk side, we have Asura Rage, featuring Ian Fidalgo jungling with the Copper Beast Rampage, Book Sinkerman on Phase with his safe lane partner Zyla on Sparrow. In the off lane, we have Angry Bird 285, and in the mid, High 2 on Wraith.
And on the Board of Education side, we have I Know the Guy and RPG Zeus on Twin Blast, and Decker in the safe lane. In the off lane, we have Regis as Juan, Snickers as Grux, Jungle, and in the mid lane, we have DR3AMZ as Gadget. Right. Let's have a look at these comps while the game starts off. We have seen Asura Rage come out with this sort of comp before against Mystic, and they did pretty damn well. So it is a tried and tested Formula 13.
Yeah.
Definitely, as we said, the Phase and Sparrow combo, along with a really strong jungler, which is Fidalgo on Rampage.
And although they don't have a traditional caster in the mid lane, they do have quite a lot of hard CC between the Wraith, the Rampage, and the Bellica. You got 2 stuns and that huge rewind from Wraith.
Very similarly, on the Board of Education, we have some very good hard CC. We have the Decker, which will combo with the Gadget in the mid. And we have Grux and Quan, both with very solid CC kits. We see Grux as quite a good early game jungler. He's going to be able to pick up the slack that their comp that's otherwise kind of later game, similar to their opponents. It's rather late game, so hopefully we're seeing some pretty solid games coming out from Snickers on Grux.
And he does have that Magma Scarab skin, which is hot.
Fantastic. Literally hot.
Literally hot. Just looking at the comps alone, I think the game's a little in favor of Board of Education. They have a fantastic amount of control between Decker and Grux, and a lot of zone control with Dreams. Twin Blast is also one of the best late game carries alongside Sparrow, so they're not behind in any way there.
Twin Blast is just kind of a very good carry all game. Every game is very meta at the moment. I definitely, Board of Education definitely has some combos and is a very meta sort of team composition. So
both junglers picked up the purple buff, kind of staring down at each other in the mid lane, not really doing anything. Snickers realizes he can't make any use of it there, and he's moving to the off lane. Probably going to go into Zyla. He's rotating around for Book Sinkerman, putting a lot of damage to the Phase, but Grux gets rooted. He's going to land the smash and grab, but he doesn't have any follow-up from his offlaner. Regence was pretty low, he decided to stay out of that one. And Book Sinkerman's root just finished him off. That's going to be first blood on the side of Zyla and Book Sinkerman. Asura Rage, that's the team, my bad.
Quan's got great poke potential in the offlane, but unfortunately he was fairly low. Zila definitely using the incredible poke that comes from Sparrow's right click to poke down the offlaner.
They do
force this Grux to rotate as well.
They have a huge amount of long range bug between that energy lance, which can stretch like half a mile long. and Sparrow's piercing shot, which is also pretty far. They're going to be keeping whoever's in the off lane pretty low.
Speaking of pressure, in the mid lane we see Asura Rage and high 2 on the legendary Wraith. Definitely plugging pressure.
Ian's
There's a
to
fantastic
back
block
it
by
up.
the Rampage.
Knock knock. Not going to be enough damage, but it was a pretty strong combo between that back it up and Rampage's rock throw, boulder throw. Ian's going to be rotating on to Snickers now, who's still low from his encounter in the safe lane. He's going to use his charge to get out of there.
Definitely a difficult thing about ganking when your lane's really pushed up. It's fantastic that he's got the lane pressure in there, but it's very difficult to gank.
That's right.
It's usually optimum to rotate at this point.
And Snickers is going to be struggling in the jungle here. He's really low, and he's got his jungle players pretty behind Ian because he's had to defend his off lane.
Yeah, no, and especially with a Wraith around, I wouldn't be jungling at this hell.
Yeah.
Phantom Snipe Syndrome coming out.
Which is really unfortunate for the Board of Education because Grux probably has some of the strongest early game ganks out of any jungler.
Yeah.
Angry Bird's
Gank at level 2.
getting poked pretty hard in his offlane. He's gonna get away though. Aggressive green
we
buff
saw,
steal.
Yeah, green buff steal. There's not much the Grux really did to counter that. It's just
his team wasn't there. Ian Fidalgo's rotating behind the Board of Education safe lane with the green buff. He's going to use Enrage and the instant rock throw onto Jesus, and Jesus goes down fast.
Yeah, just absolutely fantastic ganks by Ian on the Rampage.
Yeah, using the Enraged for that instant boulder throw. The double stun, he had no way of getting away from that.
No. One question I do have is the ban on Phase. Phase is an absolute fantastic support, and I haven't seen a ban yet on that Phase, so it might be a wise decision.
That is interesting. Another boulder throw into mid lane. Extreme is extremely low and is going to get finished off by high 2 once more. I think we're seeing that same deadly combo between Ian and high 2 in the mid lane.
Definitely the control of the mid lane, definitely allowing them to have a lot more freedom on getting those ripple buffs.
That's a tier 1 down already. Regions and Snickers are rotating over, but Snickers is already really low. Lands the smash grab and the Warlord's challenge, but he just gets taken out by the knock. Regions is pretty low too. Ray still has to back it up and he's going to use it. Ian and high 2 are just going to take out Regions. The energy lance for Phase is going to slow him down, and Wraith will finish him off.
Absolutely.
Really solid plays there from high 2 Ian Fidalgo.
Like, I mean, I definitely reason why they stayed so long is because high 2 had black buff. With that, with his knock and his basic attacks, he can output a metric ton of damage, along with Rampage just body blocking, allowing him to take those shots and take out 3 or so people mid lane.
I really don't think X Snickers on Grux should have challenged that. He was already behind and he was less than half health. It's a really risky play and it ended up costing him quite a bit.
We already see quite a bit of dominance coming out from the Zero Rage. Snickers is definitely looking for a gank on the blue side left lane, and but they're not committing to it. They're just backing off, and it's not paying off for.
I think Angry Bird saw what was going on. He does have that ward in the jungle, and he was just staying back, grabbing his farm. His tower's getting pretty low, but 9 minutes, you're expecting these offlane towers to go down pretty soon.
And we see the Rampage, Ian take the gold buff, take the green buff very easily, just steal it, Grux just ignores him. Just
Meanwhile, Grux is
can't. He
trying to
knows
get
he
a
can't.
gank, but it's not really getting much done. He's out there alone. Smash and grab's gonna miss. Hyperflux and the energy lance. Grux gets reared. He might be the one to go down here. Sparrow is not quite gonna have enough damage at this point in the game, but Snickers definitely paid for that gank. Meanwhile, Ian and Haitu are rotating in. Wraith uses that invis on Rampage. There's two of them all rotating into this tower. Boulder Throw is gonna take out Snickers real quick. Regions is gonna get backed up and into the group of 4 Asura Rage players. They're gonna take him out and get this tier 1. Strong rotation, excellent use of that Wraith ult by Haitu.
Definitely. Seeing some really solid back it ups, not using them as a get engaged, instead stopping them each target from backing. We see them taking that advantage, taking what they got from that engagement, taking that tier 1 and now taking Raptors.
Haitu's actually
completely uncontested.
Grab a Raptor here. I don't know if that was intended, but and 2 more Raptors going onto Zyla. Easy secured, not even contested by the Board of Education. They're already split enough after that fight. And because they are on the Dusk side, they don't have access to Raptors from their safe lane very easily.
Definitely, that was a fairly lucky roll. Having to lane swap for Raptors definitely puts the duo at risk. Having to replace wards, and it's quite an advantageous place to quickly rotate jungler, so it's very lucky that they didn't have to make that decision. In the mid, Wraith is still keeping up his incredible pressure, even next to the tier 2.
And with that knock and back it up, he can pretty safely farm, even when he's pushed up like that.
He's kind of, they've deep warded. No, they're attempting to. No, they're not going to get a rotation.
Got quite a few people in Board of Education's weak jungle. Ian Fidalgo's going to go in with the Enraged. Warlord's Challenge going to try to take people out of the fight. Snickers just can't save Jesus quickly enough. He almost goes down, but that excellent cage is going to protect him from going down. Dreams is half health. Energy Lance is going to hit her and root, but she's already in safety.
We've seen this before. We've seen the 4-man trio charge into the enemy jungle, charge in and take a couple kills, take a kill or so, and Bellica is still distracting, making sure it's a 4v.
I know on the Ductor might have saved a couple lives there, but they're going to lose a tier 2, and he might actually go down. Wow. The Boulder Throw and the Knock just instantly pop him out. Executor's going to pull on the tower, but he's going to get backed up by Wraith. He's going to get pretty low too. Might be finished off by Knock. No, Haitu's going to back off. Angry Bird does have invis on Bellica. That Seismic Assault could do some major damage. Snickers is retreating. He knows he's in danger. They're pushing an inhib. Pretty risky, but...
Yeah, pushing inhib at 13 minutes. Orb Prime isn't even up yet, and they're at the inhib, pressuring them really hard.
Asura took their little bit of advantage in the beginning and just ran with it. They're 10-0 right now.
We see a 7-point
absolute
advantage.
Deletion of Snickers and Jesus.
This 7-point advantage.
Seismic Assault, the Boulder Throw, the Knock, ton of burst damage. Ian's gonna go down. He's being a little too aggressive on the inhib, but he's gonna take just long enough for Zella to pull that through.
They really are utilizing their CC very well with the engage on the with the rock and the back it up, and the stun being utilized to keep that target in the right place. to get 3 kills.
Yeah.
What it essentially is.
And an inhib at 14 minutes for Asura Rage.
This is going to be a pretty difficult comeback for the Board of Education.
Yeah, I think they know that that Orb Prime's in danger. They're moving over to ward it even before it spawns. There it comes.
Ward is a great idea, but I honestly don't think that they do have very good steal potential with the Kwang ult, but so it may be quite risky for the for Asura Rage to take Orb Primes.
I think Asura is pretty aware of this though. They do have the knock, the boulder throw, which can both help try to secure that Orb Prime. I2's gonna get stunned in mid lane. Executor's gonna go onto him, use the Warlord's Challenge and the Smash and Grab. Booksinkham is gonna pull him back into the enemies, but that's gonna give Wraith time to land his ult. Rip Jesus gets taken out by the energy lines and Ian Fidalgo's aggression. He's gonna jump onto X Snickers. He's gonna charge away. Dreams is now in danger, taking a lot of damage from Dreams. That Void Throw is gonna get interrupted by X Snickers Smash Grab, but he's still gonna use it on Dreams and take out X Snickers as well. It's a double kill for Ian Fidalgo, and they might actually be pushing Cord. No, they're gonna back off here and look for a tier 2.
Yeah, so we saw one of our first like properly executed ganks from the Board of Education. Very well engaged. However, the phase pulled out is the only heal they needed, and then they got counter ganked very effectively by Infandango.
Rip Jesus have a replay bug here, and it looks like he's dead.
Yeah, TB is dead from that.
Regions is gonna ult in, but that Fury of the Heavens isn't gonna do enough damage, and he's gonna get taken out. Ian Fidalgo is gonna get stuck in that cage and the Tesla Dome. He's gonna have to jump out. Zyla is using the inner fire. Ian's gonna finish off Jesus with the boulder throw. Snickers gets backed up, uses the Warlord Challenge to try and save himself, but he gets taken out as well. Asura Rage is just getting kill after kill.
Yeah.
Picking apart Board of Education as they try to defend this inhib. Looks like it's about to go down here.
Yeah, it's about to go down, and the right lane kid 2 has gone down to Angry Bird, and they're looking for that third inhibitor and game.
Yeah.
I think even if they didn't take this, they could just go prime and win.
That's 3 inhibs. This is really not looking good for the Board of Education. Region is gonna go down. Snickers is trying to keep Ian off it, but they have 5 members in the core area now. And Angry Bird and I2 are just
Deca stun
non-stop.
by taking out Ian.
The Board of Education is doing a decent job of defending.
Yeah.
But the core is already extremely low.
And yeah, I think Board of Education tried to go to the end there. We saw Sparrow essentially frontlining against the enemy.
Yeah.
And it ended up getting Ian killed. But that is totally fine for Azure. It's a nice pick, but I don't think it's going to win them the game. I don't think it's going to win them the game.
If anyone has room for mistakes right now, it's Asura. Their positioning wasn't great there, but throughout the rest of the game, they've been doing an excellent job of staying spread out, keeping out of those Decker cages. And when I see people get caged, it's usually Ian on Rampage or someone that FaZe can just quickly pull out. Asura knows what they're playing against and knows how to avoid it. Rip Jesus is going to bait Angry Bird into her death there. He's gonna get backed up though. He's stuck in the Orb Prime pit. Wraith is gonna take him out. FaZe is gonna root regions with the energy lines, but there's not gonna be any significant follow-up there. Zyla's still pushing into the enemy jungle. Yeah, they realize that's not the safest decision.
Yeah, they are really making a couple of mistakes, but like you said, they really do have a very much wiggle room for that sort of thing.
Yep.
We saw the Board of Education looking for a prime while the Rampage was down. They weren't fast enough. And
Regions is looking for the steal. Snickers is too, but Book Snickerman on phasing on secure. Snickers lands a World Challenge on a smash and grab, but he's just gonna go down pretty quickly. Regions 2, and the core gets taken out by minions. That's gonna be it.
It's a difficult thing to do as a shot caller to take off that tunnel vision when you're trying to retake all prime and send someone back for that core. And in the end, Winions did Winion Asura rage that game very quickly.
When your core's at 20%, you've really got to be careful. Gadget has some nice wave clear, but she can't stop 3 waves of super minions at once.
I definitely think when inhibs are down, you've got one lane that your team's usually pushing, and then the other 2 lanes you've got to have someone on, or at least one person, and that's 1 or 2 people away from the fight, away from your thing, and at that point, if the enemy team's ahead, they can just stomp. You're essentially 3v5ing a team with probably your prime as well.
Yeah. Well,
there's
that's gonna be another game for Asura Rage. I think they really dominated throughout. They're 10-0 and had an inhib down at 14 minutes.
Right.
We'll see if anyone can stop them.
We will see. So far, the games we've watched, Asura Rage has really been flexing his muscles, really been crushing the competition. So we'll see.
But with that, I've been Swistic.
Lelouch.
And this is the round robin stage of the Wretched and Divine For Fun Paragon Tournament.